Hello everybody and welcome to Afro EPL Down Under. I am here in sunny Perth. First of all, apologies because I've not been able to put a couple of videos up because I have been traveling for hours and hours and we're trying to coordinate this particular surprise birthday for my brother. So I couldn't really make a video to do any previews, to do any profiling for our games for day 6. But guess what? I'm here and we're going to be doing something very different this week. I'm going to be having my brothers as part of my channel. Hello everybody and welcome to Afro EPL. Sunny Perth in Australia. I'm here with my brothers and they're going to introduce themselves, and then we're going to use this opportunity to cover Matchday 6 and do a review of our Afro EPL, our Afro Internationals playing in the English Premier League. We have a long list, we're going to go through it and we're going to do a review. But let's start with a very quick introduction. You first.
My name is Joe and I am a number one. I'm one of the first to ever like and subscribe to Afro EPL. So this is my channel, man. I'm a big fan.
My name is Emmanuel, big Arsenal fan. So big EPL fan, but great big Arsenal fan.
It really doesn't help that Emery keeps changing his position every time. I think at some point they have to leave him alone. We know that Mbeumo on the right side would deliver. I mean, sooner or later he would get in a good cross. He will cut inside. I mean, he will deliver. The problem is the varying roles that he has to play in a single game, and sometimes you're bound to get lost.
You know, one thing I would like to maybe throw out there is I wish somebody could figure out what Mbeumo's shots on goal have been so far. Because it's been, I mean, he was just a little bit more luck, he would have already scored like 5-6 goals by now. Sure. I think he's had probably more shots on goal than any other Man United player. Yeah, so somebody can fact check me on that, but I think just by watching the games, I think he's had a number of shots on goal. So and I think that's a very positive stat.
So Man United fans on the comment section, let's go. Give us some stats about Mbeumo's shot ratio at Man United since he's been for the last 6 games. Fantastic. For Brentford, we had Dango Ouattara. He really didn't start the game, so he came in only at the 75th minute. So for 15 minutes, it will be difficult for us to rate him. So can we agree, anybody who has played less than 15 minutes, we'll just give him a standard 5? Right, standard 5.
Unless he did something amazing, during those 15 minutes or something, or at least a goal contribution of some sort, an assist, a goal, a goal-stopping save or something, So I think that's fair.
I'm a big fan of Dango Ouattara. I mean, when he was at Bournemouth, he would come in and really put himself about and really play well. So I just want, I just, like everybody said, I just wish he had more time. Just more play time, he'll make a difference. I know that.
So we're giving Mbeumo a 5.
No, Dango.
We're giving Dango Ouattara a 5.
Yep.
Right. Now, next up will be Chelsea versus Brighton. Ooh. Chelsea versus Brighton ended, Chelsea won, Brighton 3. However that happened. On show for our African internationals, we had Minte and we had Baleba. Minte had a full 90 minutes and I think he had one assist. Baleba played for 60 minutes, of course, coming back from an injury. He played 60 minutes, we were just bringing him back into the team. Let's have your thoughts and your opinions about Minte and Baleba.
Yeah, so let me start with Minte. So far, 6 days of play, Minte is my African player of the EPL so far. Can I just say that?
Absolutely.
Minte, man. That guy is I know. So Minte is my go-to guy. He makes things happen. He makes good runs, and at the end of his run, he still makes the right decision. I think that's key, So he's been the MVP for Brighton so far. And then of course Baleba, there's been so much happening around him, So I think his head just needs to settle, and we'll get the best out of him. So I'll give. So let me go back to Minte. I'll give Minte an 8. I'm being very generous today. And Baleba, I give Baleba a 6.5.
Yeah, I think I share those thoughts. I think Balabar has been good, but not as good as he was as he was end of last season, and that's probably because of a number of reasons. One, like Kenny said, the injury, and then also with all the transfer news and transfer rumors around him leaving the team, I think he's a little bit distracted. But I see him having an amazing season. He does what he does. All over the pitch. Making positive contributions to what Brighton's trying to do. Winning balls, advancing the play. So I think he's going to continue to do that. And I think he's going to have a great season. I would give him for this game. I think I'll give him a 6.5. Minte, I don't think Minte. I wouldn't call Minte my EPL African Player of the Year yet. I think there've been other contributors who are like Pape Sarr. We'll get to that, I'm sure. But anyway, but I think Minte has had a really, really good start to the season. He's contributed a lot of goals. He's making the right runs, full of energy. I wish he stays healthy because I think he can have an amazing season as well. I'll probably give him a 7.
I'll be more generous with Minte because there's just something about his intensity that I like. He never gives up. He runs behind every ball. He gives it his all. He gives it, and then he's a dangerous player when he does have the ball. And I would give him an 8. I'd give Minte an 8. For Baleba, it's that mix that we've talked about. We're still half and half. We're unsure whether it's more his head or his body. I mean, whether it's more where he is with all the transfer rumors and the transfer that almost happened to United, or whether he's coming back of an injury. But I think he needs more playing time. I also dare say in a couple of games I've watched, it seems as if it's more the strategy to get him out a bit more. I don't see him short, but he still does the replacement at about 60 minutes for every other game in the Premier League. I think he needs a bit more time. I would give him 6, and that's being generous because you almost know he could do a lot more, but not yet.
I'll go right back. So let's go to Crystal Palace against Liverpool. I want to talk about this game forever. In fact, I think we should just section this game and make it and let's pause and make this game a feature.
Where's Liverpool? As
promised, I promised you guys that this is not a fan. I'm not being tribalistic in this channel. This is about African players. So I'm going to try to pretend I'm not going to be biased with an Arsenal hat. I'm going to try as hard as possible. Right, let's see. We've got, just for context before we do our ratings, we've got a couple of injuries. We've got our Moroccan brother Raid. Raid is out injured. Our Malian brother Doucouré is injured. But on show we had, of course, Ismaila Sarr, and we had our king, our pharaoh from Liverpool. We had Mo Salah. So we'll just go around and see exactly our thoughts and our feelings about this game and do the ratings for those two African internationals. Joe, you first. How about we start with Greg?
Yeah. Why not?
So Sarr for me is it's my African player of the season so far. It's unquestionable how much he gives Crystal Palace. Again and again, it's unquestionable. If he continues like that, we are looking at Ballon d'Or quality for him. I think that's fair. In terms of, so I would give him, I'd give him an 8.5. I'd give him an 8.5. Anything beyond an 8, even with the goal that he scored. Mo Salah, I would give him a general 6.5. I think that this season, you look at Mo Salah, there's either something has been taken away from him, and you almost think he could do more. You think he could do more. You think he could contribute more. You think you want to see a bit more of a leadership role in his play. He does what Mo Salah would do, and I would give him a general 6.5.
Yeah, I think I agree on both players. I think, like I said earlier, I think Sa for me has been the most amazing African player so far. Everything he touches is magical. So I would put him up there, with what Mo Salah used to be a couple of seasons past. So I would, if I had to rank a top African player today, I'll give it to him. So on the strength of that, I'll probably give him an 8.5. I think he's performed very well. Mo Salah, not the same player. I don't know if it's and I don't think it's a matter of age. I don't think it's a matter of pace. I just think it's time. I think people have understood what Mo Salah is, and I think teams have adjusted to who he is and what he does. So he's not as effective as he was before, but he still comes up. In big. He still shows up in big games. And he's always going to be a threat. Regardless of if he's having a bad game or not. He takes just one chance. One magical moment. And he will hurt you. So on the strength of this game alone, he was nowhere. I mean, I didn't even know he played. So I would 5. 5.5 at best. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
Would you say that contrary to what we say about other players, Mo Salah has become a player for big games?
You could make that argument, because he shows up. I mean, big games he shows up. I'm not sure if he considers Crystal Palace not to be a big game, but maybe
especially given their record, they should have taken that seriously.
True. So yeah, maybe that's what he's become. But we'll see if he performs better in other big games. But this particular game, I didn't see him. I barely knew he was on the pitch. So 5.
So let me start with the downer first. So I think Salah, of course, well, I agree. Salah is a big game, so he's gonna be a penalty taker. He's gonna show up. But for this game, I'll give him a 4. So so let me get that out of the way. Then let me talk about Sa. Man, of course, Sa. And coming back from an injury, that was an amazing performance. He is a weapon. He can run. He's elusive. He's dribbling. He's just the typical. He just fits the profile. He's tall. He's big. He's so just perfect. I'll give him an 8. So he was good, and I hope he just continues in this vein. And I agree with Emmanuel. And Greg. If he continues this way, we're talking MVP. African Player of the Year. That kind of conversation he's going to belong in. So yeah.
And I think it's important to just underscore the progress he's had in the last couple of years, right? Because you can actually trace his progression and his growth, because he was always an important player and he was always, score a few goals here and there. But I mean, something has clicked. I mean, he's just gone.
I mean, I just think he's more settled. I mean, from going from Watford to was it Spain or Italy?
Yeah.
Spain or Italy, then coming back has been. But I think he's more settled now, and that helps. So yeah, I agree.
Fantastic. I think I can't say any more. See, I agree with everything my brothers have said with these two teams. Leeds against Bournemouth. The game ended 2-2. Leeds is just one of the 3 teams that have no African players, and if you know the other two. Hello. Are you alright? No. Actually, I'm just doing a podcast. I'm doing a podcast right now, and we're covering the games for the week. No, come around. That's okay. All right, thank you. Right, okay. So Leeds 2, Bournemouth 2. As I was saying, Leeds is one of the 3 teams that have no African players, no African internationals playing within the ranks. So we'll go straight into Bournemouth. We had two players. We had Semenyo and we had Amin Aldi, the Moroccan who played for Bournemouth. thoughts with Semenyo's wonderful goal?
Yeah, great goal, man. I mean, absolutely fantastic player. Again, good contributor, good player, amazing goals so far. In 6 games, he's actually had a good. Yeah, he's up there. So I'll give him. I'll easily give him. I'll give him a 7.5. Yeah. Don't know much about the other player. I can't really.
He just joined this season.
Yeah, so not enough for me to rank him. So I'm sure he had a good game. Yeah.
Semenyo for me, excellent game. Without watching the replay, I thought he was a bit responsible for the equalizer. Having seen it again, I would take that. I would take that back. But an excellent goal. I've never been a fan of people lying behind the wall, and he just proved my point that it's useless to blockade somebody. That should be a position for the goalkeeper to cover, and I'm glad that he took advantage of that weakness. I would give him a 7.5. Because it's not that he doesn't do well. It's become something that we expect from him, and I think that plays makes us less generous with our points. And what's his name? I'm not too familiar with him, so better I'll keep an eye on him. And believe me, next time I'm on this show, I'll be able to comment on him.
So of course I agree with my brothers. So Semenyo to me is coming of age. It's it fits the typical player now. Big, imposing, but I mean he's so athletic. He moves, he covers the ground. Scored an amazing goal. So yeah, I'll give him a 7.5, just because he was involved in the equalizer. So same. I don't have. I've not followed Adele too much, but I'll keep an eye on him. So total agreement.
Right. So to all those who are very familiar with Moroccan football, and Aldi, let's go to the comment section. Spam it. Tell us exactly what your thoughts, feelings, and impressions are about Aldi.